of the Oval Test match, and I think if ever there was a session which threatened to have an impact on the result of the match, one session, this probably could be, because everything that could go wrong for India has gone wrong, everything that could go right for England has gone right. You could look at it from the luck point of view, or the skill point of view, or the application point of view, whichever. But the fact of the matter is that England have ticked all the boxes, whereas India have been found wanting. 224 is all that India managed. They had 4 wickets which were wrapped up pretty early. I think 20 odd runs is what they got.
Yes, 4 wickets lost for 20 runs.
So they got 20 runs, lost 4 wickets, which isn't ideal, which isn't great. And then to make matters worse, England have come out batting as if it's a one-day international and not a test match. They're sitting pretty at 109 for 1 in 16 overs, which is roughly around ODI.
Close to 7 runs and over.
Yeah, ODI.
T20I kind of.
T20I is also.
At times.
Yeah.
No,
Many
11
a time.
overs, 84.
16 mein 109 is very not T20.
They were approximately 90.
On a
ODI.
sluggish
2009
surface, 16 overs,
2009 T20I kind of.
Yeah.
I think
but that's
Yeah. When you accelerated
final,
after the 17th over.
World Cup final also you were 120ish after 15 overs if I'm not wrong.
but this is 16 and 109.
Yeah.
Big difference, yaar.
Like
You can't
10,
get
15 runs.
170 odd, na?
From here to
in this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, but ODI you are bang on.
Bang on.
Like on a
Ahead
good
of the
ODI.
curve.
Ahead of the curve, you are there. They've lost 1 wicket, which is also courtesy Mr. Ben Duckett's adventurism, where he was trying to play one reverse scoop or reverse hit too many, and ended up giving his wicket to AajTak. But I think he did his job. 43 of 38 deliveries. Where do you want to start? India's batting or India's bowling?
I just want to
First,
start with
I want to start with Zach Crawley. I think he's really...
So India's bowling.
yeah.
Okay.
But just Zach Crawley, since the time we have sort of,
He wants to say something.
Yeah.
Actually, someone sent a message on one of the cricket groups that I'm a part of on WhatsApp that what started in Nagpur as Gamball against Bangladesh has now turned out to be Gumball in the space of a year.
But Zach Crawley, we really trolled him a lot. But since the last 2 test matches, he's really risen the bar for himself.
Yeah,
He's
but see,
batting nice.
I mean, you can make out, but honestly, you can make out the technical deficiency in him. Like today, what you see, I think it works for him. He realizes that he doesn't really have the game to last long. So what is the best way, and which is good on his part, that let's go full out attacking. Whatever I get is going to be a bonus. Rode his luck as well. And one thing that works in his advantage is his height. So a lot of time if you see his foot doesn't go to the line of the thing, but his hands, he compensates. There was one straight drive he did hit, if you remember, for a 4, where his leg just didn't reach there. But he's such a tall guy. His hands end up doing the job for it. But he also needs to step up with the kind of. My thing is that if you give this kind of confidence and faith in a player that no matter what you do, you're going to be playing, that sometime or the other is going to come good for you. Which is good on England's part, that they do it. Like the world has been saying, what is Zach Crawley doing? Video hai, this, that, whatever. But they have maintained that he will play. And see, today is one of those days.
So is he Johnny Bairstow light?
Johnny Bairstow. No, but Johnny Bairstow has many hundreds also. He doesn't have that many hundreds.
I think 12 or 13 hundreds.
Yeah.
He had 12. Yeah, 11, 12.
He doesn't. I think I have 1. Crawley has 1, I think.
2
now.
Now 2.
Oh, I think he has a bit more. Just that he doesn't hit it that frequently.
No, I think he has 5.
Yeah.
This would be the 6th one.
Crawley has 5.
5,
Will be the 6th one, matlab 100 is coming.
The last one that he hit in the previous test match, that was the 6th one, if I'm not wrong. Because before last
5th one, yaar. If their total are
but last time when we checked, weren't they 4 or 5, 6?
5
4 or 5.
We just checked, no?
I think he's the only top order guy who wasn't 100 for England in this whole series.
Yeah, in this series. Yeah.
Zach Crawley.
though he's got good 80s.
Yeah, 80s and 80s is good.
Correct.
He got in that first test match when they won, when they were chasing that big total. He got runs there. He got the last test match. He got runs, and now.
Yeah. But nightmare. If you want to sum up a nightmarish session for India, this is it. Insipid batting, 4 wickets lost for 20. You're batting, even if you want to pack batting until number 11, your batting ends at 7 and 8. That's it, period.
No, see again, that is the thing. If you see the way, if you look at the dismissals, because I can only talk about the dismissals and nothing else that happened in that session. No, the
Nothing
thing is,
else happened.
No. I'm saying in terms of, I could really see that the ball is still doing a lot. So it was a 65, 67, how many over?
66th over.
Yeah, somewhere there, right? So it's an old ball, firstly, and yet there was a lot of movement for the bowler. So batting clearly wasn't easy. So I honestly didn't expect anything from number 9, 10, 11. But yeah, Karun Nair getting out pretty early. Washington Sundar, the two batter that you thought might stick on for some time, just found it very difficult. Which is what takes me to the point that it's all fine that you can pack in, I hate to say this word, bits and pieces. But the thing is, those bits and pieces sort of cricketers can get you runs in conditions that are decent for batting, which are okay for batting, because they have the skill, determination, mental fortitude to get you runs. But in such conditions, only top level batters will be able to get you runs. So maybe, that is why I think India on that part, they did it right when they actually got a recognized batter in instead of an all-rounder, knowing fully well that in these conditions an all-rounder may not. But then they've only gone in with those two, and I really can't blame them not going for those two all-rounders. I think, yes, you would have wanted a bit more, but what was your realistic sort of a target? To me, it was, I thought anywhere between 250 to 260 is what I was thinking. So in that sense, if you take a look at it, okay, fine, you could say 20-25 run shot, India. But even though they lost those 4 wickets, I didn't still think that it's such a big disaster, because you had done your basic work, ball still moving. You expected 250, they've gotten 26 runs less. Okay, no big deal. But what happened after that? That really shook you up.
I think for one thing that I really don't understand, from this Indian bowling's perspective, that even if, England are trying to be adventurous, which they absolutely were just from the second or third over itself, there was no need for you to alter your lengths. The wicket is offering a lot of assistance. The likes of Josh Tongue, Atkinson, who just took a 5-wicket haul, they were consistently pitching in that good length area, or even if, they were pitching it slightly short, they were still getting a lot of swing. The Indian bowler, Siraj, I think he was totally wavered. This is the worst that Siraj has actually bowled ever since the Border Gavaskar Trophy. This should have been the track. This should have been Siraj's moment wherein he could have generated a lot more swing, could have been more consistent with his line and length, and just leave it on the pitch to, do the rest. He did not really do it. He has to be the spearhead of the attack in the most swinging conditions of this series, and he has done exactly the opposite, and so is the case with AajTak. So even if the other batters they're trying to be adventurous, you don't have to alter your lengths. They are trying to disturb your rhythm, but you need to stick to the basics, and that's what the Indian bowlers did not do.
In fact, did you see that Siraj's pace was down quite a bit?
But that is going to happen. He has bowled a lot of overs in the series, although he's still fit, and that's why he is leading the attack here. So even if the speed was a little down, it does not mean that he cannot generate swing on this kind of a pitch.
No, but
he can, but he's not that sort of a swing bowler. He's more the hit. But I agree with you. What I did find strange was that him trying to bowl cross seam.
Wobble seam.
Yeah, so he's bowling a cross seam to begin with when the ball is new. I know it has worked for him in the past as well. It worked for Nitish Kumar Reddy as well, if you remember.
Lots.
But I think he could have gone a bit more conventional.
I think there's I was about to get to this point myself, but from the other side, I'm just looking at things as a batter over here. I think the England batters did realize that, this wicket is somewhere where the odd ball is going to suddenly come back in. It might just snip back in, and they are just taking advantage of the fact that the Indian bowlers are trying to bowl really up, in the sense they're trying to bowl over pitch to find that swing. Now they know that one ball will have their name, which will definitely come back in, so it's just better to utilize the over pitch deliveries and play their shots, and I think that is exactly what Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley are doing. Whereas the Indian batters were a little tentative, they were not playing the swinging ball, they were trying to leave it, they were trying to defend it, trying to nudge it for singles and doubles, not going for the shots, and then one ball had their name, like we saw with Yashasvi Jaiswal yesterday. The ball was really good. KL Rahul, because suddenly one ball will definitely nip back in, seeing what the conditions are, seeing the things are overcast. So England is just trying to counter the conditions by counter-attacking, and I think that is where England is batting much better. I'll not say they're batting better, but they have a different plan to attempt to counter these conditions.
No, but I think Indian bowlers also on that. For example, Siraj's line, I think he was going too attacking, and I know that sort of line sometimes worked, and it worked for him as well in flatter conditions where you're going stump to stump, either you're going for a leg before, and I think that is what he was trying to do as well. Whereas this is actually the pitch, and you'll see from the England bowlers, I know they were erratic, but every time they were looking dangerous is when they were going that fourth stump, fifth stump line. I don't think Siraj did that enough today. And Prasidh, you're talking about, pitching it up. Prasidh started by pitching it up, and then when he got hammered for a few, then he went back to his natural length of pulling it back, which again doesn't work on this pitch.
No, but exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that the Indian bowlers were trying to persist with that overpitched line lengths where they were finding that swing.
He didn't. Prasidh changed.
That's why I'm telling you why they changed, because they realized that the England batters are going for their shots, and then they had to go back to the plan, seeing that so many runs are being leaked.
You have to know, as I said, if I am a bowler, they may be doing any plan. I have to go to see again. I think if Siraj had a better line and Prasidh better length, could have been different.
No, definitely could be. They would have been,
so
instead of
England
2
can
down,
do whatever they want.
Instead of 1 down, they could have been 3 down. But the only why the Indian batters and the Indian captain in that sense had to go back to a plan, assuming that it was the captain's
They have
message.
not gone for any plan.
In the sense that changed their lines and lengths because they were going out after for so many runs. At the end of the day, now they've already gotten 100 runs.
Correct.
If they do not change a plan at this point of time, there is nothing
But
else that they
changing
can
a
do.
plan is not reducing the run flow. No, my point is to get wickets today.
It's not reducing the run
So
flow.
if I have gone, that is the problem with them. That if they are going for run, fine. They are doing counter attacking. I completely understand that. Maybe they thought the conditions are tough. My job is to pick up wickets. I'm trying to think of as a bowler. I have to pick up wickets. They are risking. And if you look at AajTak, that particular risk that gave Duckett so many boundaries also resulted in his
The Indian
downflow.
team does not have those many runs. Duckett hit 2 sixes with that shot.
Exactly.
And then
So
12 runs already out of the 220.
My job is to
whatever you've
pick
got.
up wickets.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's not a question of if I have the ball in my hand, the ball's not going to stay new for the rest of the match. Now I have to pick up wickets. The only way I can make a comeback in this test match is not by getting conservative and stopping runs and spreading the field or changing plans based on how England is matched. That is England's decision. They're taking risks. I have to pick up wickets.
Then
I have to get my line
are you
right.
going to change those plans, because they're already halfway there?
You cannot have. My point is, if I am England, I would want you to spread the field out, remove a couple of slips. I would want you to do that. Why would you do that? You have to pick. Again, I know it's not been an ideal day, which I mentioned right at the start, that they are at the back foot. I have a feeling that, again, remember we spoke about the Duke's ball getting slightly better after and I did see in the last 3-4 overs before lunch that it was tough. I think Ollie Pope had a lot of play and miss to begin with, so it's not going to be easy. I think this is the best session for Indian bowlers. If India wants to make a comeback in this test match, it is this session that is coming up till tea, because conditions will be the best for bowling. The ball has finished that 12-13 over mark, after which it will start swinging at its best until you reach the 40. Though this ball was swinging even in the 65th over we saw, but I'm still saying the best time for you to do that is now. You're already behind the game. England has taken a step or 2 steps again, but I'm just saying that they've not reached the situation where you've lost sight of them. And if this session you can't do that, then I think, then again I go back to that point which we raised yesterday. Could you have played an extra fast bowler? I don't know. Now what is your option when they are going for so many runs? You either keep rotating or you go to your spinners. But will England be happy or unhappy to see spinners? I'm guessing they'll be happy.
I think Shardul Thakur must have played. It's as simple as that. Or maybe even Arshdeep Singh also. But
Shardul he wouldn't have gone to, no? Then if, let's say Shardul
10 overs or 3 overs.
If Shardul was playing, he would have continued with them. Once they got exhausted, spinners would have.
No, but even Kuldeep Yadav, for that matter, would not have been a blunder in that sense to play him. At least he's a wicket-taking option.
How do you play him?
Instead of an all-rounder.
Now you're instead of Washington or
Jadeja.
Now, this if you say you get abuses.
Why?
How can you think of dropping a Jadeja?
No.
You would have dropped a Jadeja after what he was doing.
Or Sundar.
You would have dropped a Sundar after the 100 that he got.
I think if
I would have
And he was your best bowler among
What a brave man.
If we have to look at the collective form of both, if there is anyone who deserved a selection in the 5th test, collective form I'm talking about, it is Washington Sundar, not Ravindra Jadeja. Washington Sundar at least took a 4-wicket haul in Lords.
You would have dropped Washington Sundar.
I would have
He
continued
has
with
been
Washington
better than
Sundar.
Jadeja.
Yeah.
So you would have dropped Jadeja.
Yeah, absolutely. What Jadeja the bowler, what has he done in the series? Just
But I think
answer that.
Jadeja is playing as a batter.
So then,
He's
it's a
not
moot
gotten
point.
dismissed
Do
in
not
the
go
second
back
innings
to
at all in that sense.
Kuldeep Yadav and should he have played or would he have played or whatever.
Shardul Thakur will be named the captain
No,
though.
no,
Washington Sundar
That-
has about
West
8
zone.
to 10 wickets
Yeah,
to
yeah.
show to his name.
West
He has
zone.
done something with the ball.
West zone.
Shardul Thakur
domestic
will captain
cricket.
West Zone team.
Yeah.
Whatever that,
There's a Yashasvi
whatever
Jaiswal
that
also over there. He-
hula baloo of a
captaincy.
tournament is.
No, now it's gone back to the zonal
Yes,
format.
Iyer is saying he wants to play.
At this
Red ball
point in
cricket is-
time, look at where your Indian cricket is at
Did we
this
say
point
it's
in
gone
time.
back to the zonal system also, no?
It's gone back to the zonal system.
Now, so-
Big deal.
I know it is. Shreyas Iyer is saying he wants to play.
Of course.
The
Yashasvi is playing.
Play more than
Sarfaraz
30
is
balls
playing.
now, na?
Sarfaraz too will play all of this.
Yashasvi is also
What else
playing.
can he play?
How does that matter? Even if he gets hundreds and hundreds, he will
Nobody
play
will.
here only.
Exactly.
Only all rounders can.
Because in their mind he cannot play.
And only all rounders can play.
No,
I mean-
no. In these domestic selections, they are still sticking by the
Old.
old.
But it's very unfortunate.
Who was in South who didn't get picked? There was a big.
Subramanyam Badrinath.
No.
In that period,
Now,
tense.
this
Now.
team. I think Sai Sudarshan or someone's not gotten picked.
Sai Kishore also, if you look at it.
But
For
this
all
was
his
West
exploits.
Zone, na?
Arey,
West
in
Zone.
the South.
South zone.
South Zone team hasn't. I think I've just seen the West
somewhere.
Zone team.
No,
As of now, this is just West
Arey,
team-
yaar,
West
let me
Zone
just-
team is
Okay, I'll find out.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Because they tried to find out other zones team
Arey,
also.
relax, yaar. I'll just find out.
See, your basic
Sai
situation.
Kishore is also in England, but he can't bat. No, I was just getting to this that
Can't bat.
yesterday I was listening to Cheteshwar Pujara, Harsha Bhogle while this break was going on, the rain break, and it was very unfortunate that Test cricket especially has come to this point where both international, Harsha Bhogle, not a player of course, but a very reputed expert, and Cheteshwar Pujara, both of them were saying that they recommend young players to never, let go of their batting. If they're good bowlers, they should continue batting. Now then, again, it's just going down, and everybody who starts to play now will think that they need to be all-rounders.
See, in this whole series, okay, two things are certain. You are living in a delusion, okay, that I will want to pack my batting until number 9. I will only focus on 2 victories that have happened in Perth and Edgbaston. Rest of the results be damned.
That's why I said, na, what began as a gamball has turned into gumball. Na?
I mean, see, we will all be celebrating, supposing by miracle, if it's 2-2, okay, or even if it's 2-1 or 3-1, the press conferences will go as if, oh, we have managed to win 3-1 or 2-1 in that particular instance. Look, by the nature of this wicket, okay, you wanted to pick fights in an empty room. You picked up fight in an empty room at Lords when it was not needed to. Here, I hope that the attitude of the curator was such, if it was snooty, then Gambhir deserved, like he gave it back to him, it was much deserving. If that curator's attitude was snooty.
But he's not
That
told his side
typical-
of the story.
Who?
But
curator.
see what he has given you
Yes.
in kind.
In kind, in return, yes.
Not verbally. He's given you a surface in which you are struggling.
You are totally struggling. And
Is
see,
it because you upset him? Should teams be mindful of how they treat curators from here on, especially on foreign tours?
I mean, see, they
Like curators
Do you want to
will-
keep them in their good books, in your good books?
Doesn't really.
Curators from.
At the end of the day, it's the home
Arey,
team.
nowadays, grass was there in every venue of the test match. On the day of the game, it used to be shaved off. This time, it was not shaved off.
But this wicket was also, I
Look,
think,
this-
deliberately or because of the condition that it was very moist also.
this
to begin.
Indian cricket
Yeah,
team
yeah.
can do all kinds of havan, can do all kinds of things on any wicket that is there. It will still not hide their flaws, that your team composition is flawed to the bone. You can't keep on persisting with this because certain principles in test cricket don't change. You need 20 wickets. And how many wickets have the Indian bowlers picked in this entire series? Not 80. I don't think it's 80. It's 60 or 65. That much I can think about. Because you picked 5 in Leeds in the second innings, 15.
You took 20 in Edgbaston, 20 at Lords also.
Okay. And
Manchester,
you picked 10.
So just to remind you guys, I was right. Sai Sudarshan, they've South Zone only. I was right. They announced the team. And Sai Sudarshan has not made the team for South Zone.
Damn.
Just so that you know. I don't only watch new YouTube videos. I read
No,
news.
I also watch. Because
South Zone team was announced 4 days ago, sir.
I was looking for all the other zones teams.
But then you should look better, na? And YouTube is not the destination to look for
No,
it.
Google only.
What about Ravi Srinivas Sai Kishore?
Sai Kishore is in the team.
So he's,
He had to be there. That's what I say. I remember reading South Zone team is announced. There is no Washington Sundar or
Sai Sudarshan.
Sai Sudarshan. So
and when is the DULEEP
here's the
beginning?
team. Let me just tell you the team. Tilak Verma is captain for South Zone.
Ah.
There is Mohammad Azruddin, Tanmay Agarwal, Devdutt Padikal is there, Mohit
Azharuddin, the
Kale,
Kerala bat.
Kerala guy.
Salman Nizar, N. Jagadishan,
Narayan Jagadish.
T. Vijay, Sai Kishore, Tane Tyagarajan, Vijay Kumar Vishak, MD Nidish, Ricky Bui, Basil NP, Gurjanpreet Singh,
Gurjapneet, that
Gurjapneet, the IPL.
CSK guy. हाँ.
And Snehal Kothankar. This is the.
Andre Siddharth, Sheikh Rashid.
Riku bhai.
Oh,
No, those are
Ricky Bui.
standbys.
Standbys.
See Andre Siddharth.
Those are standbys. So, sir, just to let you know about the thought process, South Zone selectors have not picked Washington Sundar or Sai Sudarshan. Why they have not picked? There is reason behind it. Because they are looking at red ball form.
And they're looking
Ranji
at players
Trophy
who have
form
done well.
in red ball.
Yeah.
In India, you have picked for Indian Test team because you've seen T20 and IPL. So you've picked team basis on that. Whereas they are picking team basis on who does well in
And
red ball.
if they are asked that he was in the Indian Test team and you haven't
Doesn't
picked him,
matter. Doesn't matter. The different selectors, different thought process. Different coaches, different thought process.
When is the
a very
DULEEP
similar
beginning?
these type of things you happen in Delhi cricket more often, where like there was this this under 19 player from Delhi who did not make it to the under 19 Delhi team, and he made it to the under 19 India team, and then the selectors in Delhi were asked that why isn't he there in the India Delhi under 19 team. So they said that we don't know what the selectors there saw in him, that they picked him. He does not.
But that's
fit
not a
in the
fair
scheme of
comparison.
things.
Because in Delhi cricket, these things happen.
Yeah.
But here, they are looking at performances.
Because the DULEEP trophy is for that.
And when is the
Exactly.
DULEEP trophy beginning?
I think September end it would begin, 20th or something.
September end.
Yeah, that's
Gives them
when
a long
cycle
period
starts,
of.
no?
Although it started in August last year, if I'm not mistaken, in
Unless-
Bengaluru and
Correct.
Unless Sai Sudarshan and
Allur.
Washington have said that we are not available, we need rest.
Could be possible.
Could be.
Could be.
So,
Sarfaraz
It's been a long tour. Yeah. Sai Sudarshan and Washington
but
Sundar.
Shardul is playing.
Yeah, I think
Captain.
Washington Sundar most likely is not picked because he's going to be a part of the Asia Cup squad. He could be.
And
He
even
could
maybe
be.
Sai Sudarshan.
No, Sai Sudarshan, I'm not really sure.
What are you saying?
It's going to be the return of Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Abhishek
Rohit
Sharma,
Sharma.
Sanju Samson.
Shubman Gill?
Acha, T20.
But
sorry.
Shubman Gill won't
That's
come.
October.
But Shubman Gill won't be in that
Australia.
team. Shubman Gill won't be in that
Shubman
team.
Gill will
Arey, he's your test captain.
more than
yeah.
likely will be the vice captain of the T20I
Who
team
will
now.
open over there then?
Shubman Gill and could be Jaiswal.
Jaiswal.
So Abhishek Sharma is the number one
he could
batter in
also.
the
Correct,
world.
man.
So,
Kings change.
Gill could be number 3. Who
What
knows?
about Sanju? Poor guy. Sanju Vishwanath Samson.
No, but
I think unfortunately Abhishek Sharma will miss out.
he's the number one batter
No,
in
he
the
will not miss
world.
out. He will not.
Number one ICC
Sanju is
ranking.
missing out.
How can we leave out Shubman Gill?
They will
I'm
have
not saying
to.
he will.
Yeah.
Who else will? Or maybe
We'll make
Shubman
the
Gill,
team, na?
Sai Sudarshan
Once the
open
England
there.
tour is done, make the T20 team.
Oh, good.
Let's return to
Oval.
Oval. The
Yeah.
test match is happening. You're not worried about what's happening to the Indian team right now in test cricket. You're worried about T20 and who will make it. It's a long time to go.
That too for a tournament that has always been in controversy.
We don't even know if the tournament will go through or not.
The schedule's been announced, sir.
As
We are
schedule
hosting
was
it.
for Legends League also announced.
But this too.
Banners were put.
This we are
ads were
hosting.
made.
We are hosting this.
हाँ तो hosting
Well,
मतलब
let's
you
see.
may do whatever.
There
This
might be
is
a
there
last
only,
minute
sir.
googly. let's see. Last moment googly.
Let's see. I mean, see, I'm saying there is a long time for that tournament to happen. Team selection will be the last thing which will be discussed. The whole tournament happening, not happening is going to be a big issue. I guess that will be discussed even more.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Chili paneer.
He said 60 all out loading.
Ah,
yesterday.
Mr. Chili paneer is back. Who
Now
said
we can't
England
have
will be 60 all out.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe he meant second innings.
Could be.
But the way England is battling, it doesn't seem like that they will have a second innings.
I mean, yeah,
Let's
but
see.
it's too early to say that, Chacha.
Yeah, yeah.
It is too
Yeah,
early.
it is
to
too
say
early,
that.
but as of now, it seems like
They need to still
they're
get
planning
about
to bat just one.
114. Okay, and it's I'm saying on a decent day for a bowler, you can end up losing 4 wickets to get to that 100. So you're 5 down with 5 batters. How much more can you get? Remember, Vokes is not going to be batting for them,
Yes.
and I think that's going to be a crucial miss.
Yeah.
Vokes the batter.
He won't even bowl.
Bowl
They are
100%.
They're effectively
I'm saying.
109 for 2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing is that 2 is not really a top order batter.
It'll come
But a
as
decent
absent
enough
hurt.
batter.
Yeah, later on. It'll come as absent.
He has a 100 at Lords.
No, he's quite a good, decent batter. Yeah,
I mean, he
completely
was the
agree.
guy who helped you get closer to the total in leads here, first innings. Good batter in that sense.
Yeah.
Chili paneer. India spent all ideas and tactics on team selection and bowls bouncers only in practice. Also, advantage mental health with a beer mug in one hand is great idea. What?
No, advocating mental health
Actually, you know, one of the things
Because
that has
today is
gone
a mental
viral.
health day,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
is the Thoppy day today.
Oh, yes, Graham
for
Thorpe.
Graham Thorpe. That is day 2 of the Oval Test match is celebrated as Mental Health Day. We are talking
Yeah.
about. So he's saying that you on one hand you will have mental health, and on the other hand, but I think it's referring to spectators who are holding beer in their hand.
Yeah.
Also,
What is it to do with mental health then?
the Graham Thorpe.
no. He's talking
I'm
about
saying
beer
beer
and
and
mental
mental
health.
health. Okay.
That everyone
Yeah.
knows.
I thought Graham Thorpe Day was day 3. I thought. Okay, it's
No,
today.
today.
Today. Yeah.
But
It's Graham Thorpe.
players,
What a
beer
batter he was. Have you seen him bat?
No, I haven't.
Too good.
He played 100 tests for England. Yeah.
He was
With a bad back, let me add. I think
classy, gutsy batter.
this venue had summed up that 200 at Oval against South Africa, where they had to win to make it 2-2.
Yeah.
That's why I think they have it here.
It's been a good thing because I think the England-New Zealand series is also called the Top
Crow.
Trophy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He had a great record against New Zealand also. So yeah. Mihir Singh. Nikhil said, do you still like Prasidh Krishna?
No, Mihir, it's not a question of like or
Liking, yeah.
dislike for any player. None of them are my chachas, ladkas, my nephews, or this, that I have to like them. None of it is like that. My point is, I always advocate for anyone. And I also, because a lot of time I'm advocating for one player, then they say this North Indian bias, you say something South Indian. I don't know what all people see and how they see it. Unfortunately or fortunately, we do not have those kind of biases and filters when we're looking at players. We just look at performances. And so my point is, always we've advocated, and you will see this as a general theme, that people who are given a chance, you would want them to get a fair run. I've always believed in that philosophy. I like what England, Australia sometimes do. They make it tough to pick players, but once they do, they give them a much longer rope. I think in India, we are too impatient. We pick players, we expect instant results. If they don't come, we just bounce on them and criticize them, and So that is why a lot of time, when the players who have not made the debut, we are sometimes critical of it because we've not seen enough of them and say, don't bring them in. And then people say, Arey, why are you not pushing them? There's the same reason. Similarly, once they come in, then you would want them to get an extended run so that then you take a fair call. And I think what people were doing were being unfair to Prasidh Krishna. A couple of games he leaked runs, but he was also picking up wickets. He was one of your highest wicket takers. But people are ignoring that. So sometimes we find scapegoats and then we go after them. So it's not a question. If he does not perform and if he had multiple failures, then we are the ones who will be the first ones to say, no boss, look beyond him, get somebody else. Absolutely.
Naveen is saying, we will always praise our bowlers, saying experience. See how England humiliated our bowling twice. This is how you unsettle the opposition. Pathetic.
Yeah. No, again, Naveen, what I'm saying is it is not looking good. But as I said, let's not jump the gun as well. It's not really definitive. It's not already been cast into stone where this test match is going to go. Sometimes you have bad session, and I know this, as I started the show by saying that this has been one of your worst sessions because it didn't work out in batting and not for bowling. But that's not to say that you're so far behind the opposition that you can't mount a comeback. I think the Duke's ball will do the best for the bowlers now, and it'll continue to do till the time England is batting. So I think, unlike what happened in Manchester where you felt helpless for the Indian bowlers, I don't think there'll ever be a situation like that. Bowlers, if they get their plans right, if they get their line and length right, they'll always be in a chance to get wicket. So even if a batter is set, let's say someone like a Joe Root is also batting and he's batting and looking solid, you always feel that a bowler can. There is something for the bowler to pick up wickets. All they need to do is get their game plan right and just execute on their plans. You can. So that's why I'm not feeling helpless. Yes, but in the context of the match, because it seems like a low-scoring game, another poor session will set you far back and almost, ensure that a win is unlikely at that stage. That can happen in one session, but I just don't think it's. We've seen all of the Test match so far.
Yeah.
So slight patience, we'll know. Another crucial session will tell us.
Yes. Shubham
what will
Garg.
happen or not.
Yeah. Why Bumrah got released? Can't he provide guidance to our bowlers in dressing room? Concussion sub. Second time this has happened. First was New Zealand series.
No, so that he can spend time with his family. I'm assuming. Because if you're with the team, family rule applies, no?
No. Oh, that's okay. But his question remains.
No, he can, but family time is also important, no?
Sure, but the question remains. What should have been done? I understand one is important, the other is... He's asking you, what should have been done?
It's his personal choice.
No. He's asking from the point of view of the team, what should have been... Team has released
I think
him
he
now.
should have been persisted with. He should have... if you ask me, I think Bumrah should have played the 5th test. That is my...
No, yaar, he should not have.
No, that's just my...
His pace had dropped so much now here.
Yeah, I understand that.
From
It's-
140 to 120.
Yeah, I understand that, but he is still your best bowler.
I know.
It's as simple as that.
I
So he
know.
should have played.
But when he's not... if the pace has dropped, he's not fit enough, is he still the best bowler?
Yeah, that's fine. Even if he did not play, I think his guidance would have been crucial for the other bowlers.
That can happen. That's what Shubham is asking. If you want guidance, can happen from the dressing room also.
What I think read from the situation is that maybe he is not fit and probably he'll report to NCA or the Center of Excellence. That could be the case. That's why he has been released. The only logic that I can make of it.
Okay. Yes, Siddharth.
I think you could have persisted with him being in the squad as a guider, as a guiding factor.
Did he not help the team pick the ball?
That's it.
So now in the second innings, if they have to do, who's going to be picking them?
AajTak. He was the one who
But then
did
there is the help now that you need. Some people are good at judging the ball. I mean, you are given a boxer ball where you can pick good one. When he was not playing this game, India were bowling. Who helped the team pick that ball up?
Jasprit Bumrah is who's... I don't think he's...
Who am I questioning?
No, that's just...
JB.
No.
Indian team is Bumrah Private Limited, na? Going by the comment that was there yesterday.
But
now Bumrah said, my shift is over, yeah, you all do it.
Not just... And he's somebody who likes to, work a lot on himself. He stays within himself. Like spends a lot of time alone, not too much. He's not too much meddling in others.
And also, as far as the help is concerned, he can always offer help over an SMS.
Who,
also.
like Virat was doing when he had gone 36 all out after 36 all out via SMS na. He only told. He was also doing that only after 36 all out. No,
That's
WhatsApp,
something.
SMS.
That's
they
something Kevin
would be
Peterson
having a
is
group.
well aware of.
They would be having a group.
Yeah.
No, that's Kevin Peterson was sending the opposition team.
I
He
know.
was
I'm
telling
saying,
his own team.
he's fond
Big
of
difference.
SMSs, na. That's
Virat
what
was
I'm
telling
saying.
his
I know
own
the story.
But I know, but it's big difference.
Yeah. You're telling
So
the
you-
opposition that my captain is
I'm
dash.
hoping that if
Working for Sports Today and in favor of Sports Today is different than being in Sports Today and working for someone else. Na? The difference, na? That is the difference.
and he can
I just said
maybe
that
he's
he's
in London
fond of
only. He
text
can
messages.
like
That's
maybe
the
he's
point.
in London itself. Maybe he's in London itself after getting released.
No, he can be anywhere. That's his choice.
Where else will he
But
be?
I guess, it's not
Or
just in
center of
India.
excellence like Gulati sir said.
It's not in India, but you see England and all, though they release the players immediately. What's the
No,
point?
they do that so that they can go and play their county match.
But I think Shubham's question is based on, let's say, Stokes is ruled out, but he's there with the
Yeah,
team.
because he's also the captain.
Yeah,
Like
so
Ruturaj Gaikwad in the IPL decided to stay with CSK.
for 2 matches, and then after that he was not seen. Then he was not seen. Then why did Sanju Samson not stay with the team?
No, he was one venue he wasn't there. All throughout the season too, he was there. Yeah, Shikhar Dhawan
Shikhar was there.
and his family was
Shikhar
also with the
ji.
team.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, you got a fan base from Kerala. Except Nikhil, everyone else is speaking for camera.
What is that? By the way, I mean, just in general, I love Kerala.
Of course.
Seriously, I love the food. I love the beaches. I love the people in general. Really like it. The weather as well.
Hmm.
Nice. Do you like Kerala?
Yeah.
Or is there a bias that you have?
No.
No fight.
bias.
Tamil Nadu and Kerala, nothing like that.
No bias at all.
Okay. And by the way, my favorite movies are from Kerala.
So you got the best actors.
Yeah, and my favorite actor is
Fahad
Fazil. Outstanding.
For me, it was Lalit and Mohanlal.
Yes, of course, great actors.
And Dulquer Salman's father,
Yeah.
Mammootty.
Yeah. And even Kamal Hassan, he's done Malayalam films.
He's done all.
Yeah,
Sandalwood,
I know.
Mollywood.
I'm actually fond of Malayalam thrillers a lot.
I tell
Yeah.
people, if you want to see really genuine, like Tamil films sometimes can be over the top. Telugu films can be over the top. A lot of action, drama. Realistic films, good storyline, and intense films are from Malayalam
Yeah.
cinema.
Pioneer
Amazing.
of that was Adur Gopalakrishnan.
Yeah,
from
correct.
Kerala.
I think it's been carried forward by Sukumaran also.
Prithviraj.
I'm saying, Prithviraj.
Prithviraj
The
Sukumaran.
thrillers, specifically.
Yeah, correct.
Very nice.
Yes. Sarat Chandra, Pujara said it will be even tough to bat on day 3 and 4. It has really. Our batsmen too should be proactive in this type of pitches, not tuk with 30 strike rate. England batted worse, they don't have technique. That's what, I mean, I always was saying there might be a wicket coming somewhere, but it came 30-40.
They tried to disturb the lengths of Indian bowlers and they were successful in doing that.
3 times Duckett got an inside edge which didn't hit the stumps.
What did you guys make of Akashdeep putting his hand on
We were
Duckett?
having a chat before that.
I'm honestly, if I was a batter, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, patronizing.
That's one.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
patronizing me. And I don't know what was said. I'm sure it's nothing rude or anything. Akash is a sweet guy. But I'm out and I'm angry. I don't want the bowler putting his... I mean, I'm just saying, Ricky Ponting is walking off, getting out, disappointed. You put an arm around his shoulder.
He'll break
Try
that
do
arm.
that. Come on, anyone try and do that.
Srinath-
Quite sweet of Duckett. I didn't say anything. Politely kept walking. I wouldn't like it. I'd be like,
Oh, goodness. I mean,
Yeah.
but I
Unless
think
you're very good friends, you played IPL together, sometime now that friendship is another thing.
Yeah, like Digvesh Rathi, Priyan Charya.
No, but there also you got fined.
Yeah.
Even though they were friends. Here though they're not even friends.
yeah.
I don't know. I won't tell.
Yeah, but it was kind of patronizing.
Yeah.
But the kind of shot that he played also, and
Yeah. I think you should just leave the batter alone at that time. You celebrate. I think he was fine to celebrate what he did. It's his right. He's taken the wicket. He goes. His arm and...
very strange.
I know that Akashdeep had all the right to be frustrated as well because he was playing all these crazy shots against him only.
Yeah.
Reverse scooping, this, that. In fact, actually, that ball, Akashdeep hits Duckett, which I think they appeal for. That then later they waste in that
review,
appeal.
yeah.
After that, the game changes. You see, till that time, the openers are kind of tentative. Then the very next ball, he plays that reverse hit.
No, I think you're talking about the shot. No, that wasn't the review thing. That was when he hit him on the shoulder of the bat and it didn't carry.
No.
Yeah.
Shoulder, no. When he hit him on the leg,
no,
only.
no.
When he went off a bit.
No. So basically,
In pain.
Akashdeep bowled a short ball. It hit the shoulder of the bat. It did
When he
not
went
carry.
off with pain.
No. It didn't
No,
carry.
no, it
they had
was-
a chat, and on the very next ball, he hit that first reverse.
Achha, I thought it was the time it hit his pad and then he walked off. He
It
was
didn't
in
carry,
pain.
and that was also very surprising that Sundar Sai Sudarshan didn't go for that catch. Although it should have been one.
Was it the catch one?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. The reverse one was, I think, when he got hit on the pad. Maybe I could be wrong, but anyway, it was that reverse hit that he hit the first one. After
went for
that,
six,
the
right?
pace
Yeah, that was just after
they
that.
just changed. Just changed.
I found it rather uncomfortable. Yeah. But was it angry? I don't know. Was it anger? Was some rude things we said?
I
We
think
don't know.
Akashdeep was smiling, yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's fine. I'm not saying anything. Just that
It wasn't needed.
a lot of batters will not appreciate that. It was good on
Yeah.
Duckett to just take it very sportingly.
Correct. But I don't know whether he'll be fined or that. I
No,
don't know.
I
no
don't
fine
think
at
so.
all.
I don't think so.
There's no altercation
I
or
don't think
something
so.
like that. yeah.
Any more questions, sir?
I think it's
Sai is the future. Mohammad Maideen is saying.
Maideen is saying. He's a big size
Aryan
version.
Karanwal is saying give Bumrah the Bharat Ratna for having a job of picking and choosing.
Not happy. Levi Strax is saying, it might sound naive, but do you think the height of the two openers make any difference? Along with the aggression, of course, in delivering the ball in the same channel continuously. Maybe that's what threw them off their...
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy, yeah.
In terms of the height, not.
And size.
Sayyid Nizamuddin is saying that Gill demoralized quickly.
You think so? Was he?
He has, I think, looked out of sorts ever since the Manchester test. As a captain, I'm saying.
No, as soon as
He
the other
got
team
100
attacks.
There, yeah.
As a captain, I said, nah.
No, even...
Field
How could he
settings
score
and all.
runs then?
Lords. Even when they're put under the pump, he becomes very reactive.
Yeah.
Leeds, he became very reactive, spread the field immediately after that. Allowed easy singles and two. So, this is something that he'll have to really do it at this point in time. So, yeah. This session, I think we'll have an extended one because of the rain break yesterday. So, I will have to check. Okay.
We'll have until 8:25. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the ball, yeah, that took the shoulder of his bat.
And the play can continue until 11:30 p.m. today.
Yes.
Yes.
11:30 p.m. So, yep. You'll have a 2-hour, 15-minute second session followed by a 2-hour, almost 45-minute final session. So 11:30 p.m. IST is when you can extend the final play that is there. So what about the prediction, guys? What do you think in this session?
I think England are having a collapse in this session. I'll go with about 65 odd runs, which would make it 175 for 6 wickets.
65 runs in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I think they are having a collapse in this session. That's what at least I feel. Okay, 70 odd runs and 5 more wickets.
Your
Yeah.
prediction, don't get bogged down by.
No,
what
I'm saying just 65 to 70 odd runs and 5 more wickets. 180 for 6.
I think 105 for 2 session.
So that means 215 for 3.
Yeah.
So at the end, no, what is
215 for 3.
for 3.
Yeah. 120 for 4, which means 230 for 5.
230 for 5.
230 for 5.
I'm saying. What's the score right now?
110 for 1.
So I'm going 215. That's 105 runs. 215 and 4 down. Total
So,
4 down.
105
215
for
for
3.
4. 215 for 4
Okay.
at tea time.
Right.
And I said 215 for 3.
You also did 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make it 18. So that we cover up all.
Right.
218 for 4.
4. Okay. So only I'm the one who's saying they may take a lead. Because I said 230 for 5. So maybe. Okay. So see you at 8:25 for the tea break.
Bye bye.